So today, I am delighted to introduce you and show you a brand new pinball club, which is called the Medway Pinball Club. That's not tumbleweed. It is quite empty at the moment. I think that was possibly the noise from Wizard of Oz there, just so as you know. There's some wonderful machines here, as you can already see. I'm very, very excited to be here today. Where is the Medway Pinball Club? Well, in Medway, of course. Where's Medway, you're probably asking? It's sort of near Rochester. It's in Kent. It's near Chatham. It's just south of the Thames estuary, probably about 30 miles outside of London. And this is a brand new pinball club where the machines have, by and large, been donated by Tony and Mike, who have put this wonderful place together. There's 2 levels. We're on the ground level at the moment. Probably see a few of the machines behind me at the moment. We've got Iron Man there, the original Alien, Star Wars, original Cactus Canyon, by the way. There's floor down here, another floor upstairs. We've got even more machines. And in a second, I'm going to take the camera. I'm going to take you around and show you all of the machines individually. Upstairs, we've got a very, very rare machine indeed, which I've never played before. In fact, I guarantee a lot of you have never played this particular pinball machine before. In fact, you may remember we went to Dave's house and we played Big Bang Bar. It's even rarer than a Big Bang Bar. Imagine such a thing. The Medway Pinball Club is going to be open on Saturdays from 10 until 7. I'm going to keep the details. I wonder if that is Cactus Canyon, actually. It's Cactus... I thought it was Wizard of Oz. The tumbleweed sound, of course, is Cactus Canyon. I don't even know if the mic is picking it up. You probably think I've gone mad. So it'll be open on Saturdays. The details I'm going to keep to a minimum because this is a brand new pinball club and they may be subject to change. All I'd advise you to do is check the details in the pinned comments below. Basically, under this screen, there's a description. Check the description. You've got the Facebook page. You'll have the website. Just keep an eye on that for opening times, for address, location, all that sort of thing. But it is opening imminently, and I've got to say, I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. There are amazing machines here that are in absolutely tip-top condition. Right, anyway, that's enough talking from me. I'm going to take that camera off the tripod and let's go and have a little look around. Let's take you into the room that I was just recording from in the previous scene. We've got the windows open here. I'm sure by the time this video is watched by a lot of people, you'd have all forgotten the heat wave of July 2022, but we've just had it anyway, so it's a little bit cooler today. It's a nice day for looking at the pinball machines. So let's take a little look at the row along here first. Really, really like this. Iron Man, I've never played before. That's the tumbleweed cactus again. Never played Iron Man before. Apparently it's quite a tough game. I'll find out in a bit. Can have a little game of that. Really lovely working order all these games are. Tony and Mike have been meticulous in their preparation, getting everything ready for the opening of the club. This is a machine that I've never featured on the channel before. It's a stunner. It's an absolute stunner. They just don't make games like this anymore. They really don't. Oh, I don't think so anyway. The attention to detail inside, with all of these little models, 2 upper playfields. I couldn't tell you how the game plays, but look, the scarecrow there, the powder coating of the wire forms. This is the little the munchkin. We represent the lullaby. Well, you either, if you don't know what that was, you probably think that was just a really weird thing for somebody to do. Oh, what's the? I can't remember the dog's name now. Toto, if I got it right, I don't know. It's a fantastic looking machine. It really is. Wicked Witch of the West. Wonderful. Anyway, you want to play this? Get yourself down to the Medway Pinball Club. Really beautiful game. I say they don't make games like that anymore. This one, Guns N' Roses, again, Jersey Jack again, is again packed full of toys. It's actually quite a difficult pinball machine to film, actually, when you're playing it. I've tried a number of times. The lights flash so much, it's actually really hard to sort of balance out the exposure on the film. But anyway, look at this Fender bass guitar neck there. That's beautiful, right? And you've got the Gibson, I guess the Les Paul or whatever, which is up a playfield. The balls actually lock. they run down the fretboard and basically lock in the head of the guitar. Some drumsticks there, not chicken ones. I love the pop bumpers of cymbals. It's a beautiful game. Beautiful game. Get a lot of complaints for it being multi-ball heavy. I quite like multi-ball, so I don't mind myself. Look at that. That's beautiful. Love that. I really do. They want a collywobbles plastics on there, you see? Lovely, lovely game. Okay.
People in the back, make some noise.
There we go. Bride of Pinbot, but this is the 2.0. This is the, I think it's Dutch Pinball. I think, and there you go, as if by magic. So basically, the Bride of Pinbot, if you don't know, pretty much everybody watching this knows more about pinball machines than I do. It wasn't originally a DMD. And this has made it a DMD. Now, I've only played this game, well, the Bride of Pinbot, not this version. Was that Craig's high score on there? I think it was. Let's say CMP. That cheeky bugger gets everywhere, doesn't he? When I don't like Jackpot, as people may well know. When I played this, I really like Bride of Pinball. I think it plays a bit better than Jackpot, actually. So I'd be really interested to play that. This is Full Throttle. Now, Full Throttle is obviously a racing game, and it's by Highway, who also made Alien, which we'll get onto in a second, which that company doesn't exist anymore, obviously, or maybe it's opening another guise as Pinball Brothers. I mean, you know, doesn't look like Damon Hill, does it? I'm joking. It's probably not meant to be Damon Hill at all. Never played it. A lot of these games I just haven't played. That's interesting, isn't it? So Alien, now if you're a regular viewer of the channel, then you'll know I've had a Pinball Brothers Alien. So, you know, the layout is very, very familiar to me. I think the main difference I noticed with this one is there's a screen in the middle of the playfield. But aside from that, it looks pretty similar. I think you pay a premium for those, to be honest with you, because they stopped making them, but maybe parts are quite hard to get, not sure, don't take my word for it. Star Wars, again, is another game that I've had. Flipperama Towers, Flipperama HQ. This is the premium version, I believe, and the premium version has this extra wire form running around there. I've only ever played the Pro, so I don't know what that does. I guess I'll find out later if I allow myself enough time to enjoy a bit of gameplay as well as recording the videos today. Oh, by the way, they've done these lovely, all around the top there, these lovely little posters of some classic games. The original Cactus Canyon. I played this at Pinfest, actually. So, yeah, I mean, a game and a layout I know very well now, having had it at home very, very recently. This is the original version. I think there was one for sale on the forum, an original, very, very recently, actually. And I've got to say, you know, there's a lot of. They've replicated it pretty damn well, haven't they? Really, as you'd expect, it looks exactly the same. The replica in terms of the layout and the shots and even the inserts and all the artwork. Really lovely game. Avengers Infinity Quest with the topper. This was Andy's. And Tony got this off Andy. There you go, Andy's score on there, as if to lots of Andy's scores. Andy, a bit repetitive, isn't it? So get yourself down to the Medway Pinball Club and knock Andy off of the scoreboard here. I think that's the point. We've had lots of obviously lots of these games, haven't we? Lots of Avengers Infinity Quest on the channel. Some more Collywobbles plastics. If you want to purchase yourself some of those, look absolutely lovely on there, as is that there. I don't even know what that is, but it looks very, very interesting. This is where you would come and check in, or check out, whatever, when you come to Medway Pinball Club. And here you have, let me just turn down the exposure on this. It's a naughty game, remember? Remember when Matt Vince stitched me up with the scissoring of the flippers? We won't forget that, will we? Sneaky Matt. Right, there we go. So this is the ground floor. A little place to perch yourself there and just turn it around. Some more seats there, and there's the entrance. Where you come in there, unless it's a particularly sunny day and you can just walk in from there. There's actually a cafe next door, a sandwich shop, coffee shop, whatever you want to call it. We'll go with cafe, shall we? So that's quite nice, but there's obviously, you can get yourself bits and pieces here as well. And there's a loo. Of course there's a loo, don't worry about that. Right, let's go and have a look upstairs and look at the machines on offer up there. Okay, a quick trip up the stairs. Now, what is interesting up here, which I'll just show you very quickly, there's, is that an 8-ball deluxe? I think it is. So that's going to be getting up and running very, very soon. Now, this is what you really want to see. Another room full of pinball machines. Let's start over here, shall we? Avengers, the original Avengers. Not a game I know. I don't think I've played this one. Maybe I have once. Maybe I had a very quick game at Neil's house. Does he have one? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I do. Next to that, we've got Avatar. And unfortunately, you can't see how brilliant that 3D back glass is. Talking of back glass, I've got something to show you in a minute. It's very funny. Played it once or twice. Don't know the game at all. But I think it's quite good. Looks pretty cool, actually. A lot of people's favourite game here, or amongst it. Some people say Steve Ritchie's best game. I'll leave that for you to decide. Obviously, very similar layout to Star Trek, and that's Spider-Man, which is. Yeah, really, really good game. Really good game. Next to that, we have a Game of Thrones. I don't see many of these, it has to be said. And this is, well, it's definitely not the Pro version because it wouldn't have that upper playfield on it. So it's either the Premium or the LE. Oh, there you go. I've just had my answer. It's the limited edition. Tough game, got to say, tough game. So, in fact, I remember being at Pinball Republic once, and Paul came down, Silver Paolo, and I told him what a tough game it was, and he'd never played it before, and he played a game for ages on it. So there you go, which pretty much showed me. Now, here's something interesting and somewhat confusing. Batman and Batman. So, I didn't even know that this... I don't think I knew there was a Batman Forever. So this is Val Kilmer. Well, it's not as a pinball machine, but Val Kilmer was Batman at this point. So this is Sega. Okay. Yeah, couldn't tell you anything about it at all. But there you go. Get yourself down to Medway Pinball Club, and you can play it. I think that's Stargate that's making all the noises over there. Next to it, you have, well, just Batman. And this is the one with, it's Michael Keaton, isn't it? Kim Basinger. I don't know much of Kim Basinger. Actually, I shouldn't say that, just think, you never know. Jack Nicholson, of course, was the Joker, as opposed to Jack Nicklaus, who's the golfer. But good machine. And always enjoyed it when I played this. I always quite enjoyed this bit up here, actually. It's quite a cool thing. One of my absolute favourites, and you don't get much of a chance to play these. Something I've been lucky enough, because my friend John lent me one to have on the channel, Champion Pub. I'm lucky enough to have it at my house. Absolutely one of my favourite games, Champion Pub. If you haven't played it, well, you know what to do now, don't you, really? It's magnificent. If you don't know anything about it, go and have a look. Go and have a look at the channel, basically. Right, this is something that I have to show you. This is Flintstones. Now, maybe any young children should probably avert their gaze at the moment, because there's something very odd about this particular Flintstones machine. Now, you may well remember this. It's John Goodman, I believe, who's in. So normally, the Flintstones pinball machine is based on the film with John Goodman in it. But you can see it's been replaced, and the playfield has been changed. So it's got the animated characters in it. So you've got Fred and Wilma, Barney and Betty Rubble there. If we look on the back glass, you'll actually see you'll see Fred and Barney, and then you could actually maybe just make out Betty and Wilma, but maybe they're not in the positions that they should be, and they're certainly not on the side of the vehicle that they should be, if you know what I mean. I'll leave it there. I like it's funny. I love it. Thunderbirds. Honestly, don't have a clue. Never seen one before. This is from a company called Homepin, and I might be wrong. I think Homepin we're going to do a Spinal Tap. Might be wrong on that. Never played this before. Thunderbird 2 up there looks fantastic, doesn't it? If you like Thunderbirds, of course, I used to. It'd be interesting, really interested to play that, actually. Then we move over here to Junkyard. I like Junkyard. I hadn't played it before last year. Played it at Pinball Republic. Really enjoyed it. I like the camper van. That's pretty cool. They've hippified it. Oh, does it come like that? I don't remember it being like that. Nice game, Junkyards. I really do like it. Whitewater. There it is, Whitewater. Lots of people's favourite game, actually. There's a lot of people who really love Whitewater. Again, something we've featured on the channel before. Got a lovely restoration by Chris B Pinballs, which is... you just search it on this channel, you'll find it a really beautiful example. It was a white, sort of white Arctic, white ice version, something like that, where all the boulders are white and the Yeti is actually an abominable snowman. But yeah, lovely game. Never played it enough to really learn it. Couldn't tell you anything about it. Probably need to spend a bit of quality time with Whitewater. No Fear. Another game I haven't played. You're getting a bit of a running theme here, aren't you? I haven't played many of these machines, but I've got to say that's what I love doing this channel is I'm still involved in my voyage of discovery of pinball machines. Looks really, looks pretty. I mean, just pretty standard shots, isn't it? Really, but it looks fun. It looks fast. Looks very flowy. Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's a good game. It's a really... do you know what? I know it's hard, and I know people love it, and people like it. The mist ball thing that goes across. Really like the ramp on it. Very... I don't know, the ramps, the shots feel satisfying, if you like. I like that one. Right, Stargate. What can I say about Stargate? It makes a lot of noise. An awful lot of noise. That's been a thing going wow, or whatever it does, the whole time. Don't know anything about it, never played one. There you go. Big pyramids. Couple of yaks. Probably not yaks. Is that right? Who makes it? Is that Gottlieb? Is it? Okay, well, I guess it is. That gives me the answer right there. It's a Gottlieb. Here we go. What I'm going to show you here is one of the rarest games, apparently. I don't know anything about it. I've heard it mentioned a couple of times. Jetsons. Jetson? No, Jetsons. The Jetsons. It's really, really rare, apparently, this game. Even rarer than Big Bang Bar. I'm going to have a go on that. In fact, I might do a little separate video on that if we've got time today. That'd be interesting just to learn. I'll tell you what, though, if I do, that Stargate's going to have to go off. And here we have something which I've not really featured on this channel. It's a bit of a shame because I had one before I started doing the channel. It's one of my favourite games. Probably not many of you know that. Because I'm a Lord of the Rings nut. I love this game. George Gomez, of course, the king. Look, it's not without its faults, this game, don't get me wrong, but overall, I love it. I miss it quite a lot, actually, but it's just, there's not enough time in life, unfortunately, to play Lord of the Rings all the time, but, you know, it's a great game. A great, great game. And there you have it, folks. That's the Medway Pinball Club, situated in Medway, as we've established. A very noisy Stargate behind us. Check out the details in the link below. Get yourself down here. Check it out. Come and play some of these fantastic, amazing games. They're all in tip-top working condition. I'm going to go and have a few games now.